I'm actually surprised that the guy that's on the phone to do a second date update today isn't getting a call back, because normally uncontrollable crying on a first date always works for me. But then again, it usually happens in the bedroom, and they never made it to the bedroom. They were just in a bar. So you should have had your date in a bedroom, Jay, and it might have worked out better for you.
I'll try to keep that in mind for next time.
Good.
I appreciate the advice.
If you're just tuning in and don't know what I'm talking about, Jay went out with a girl named Michelle that he met online. The only problem was right before he was about to go on his date, a coworker friend of his came up to him and said that his girlfriend left him. And he was like in tears and everything else. And so Jay was like, all right, well, you can come along with me. He asked the girl if it was okay to bring the dude. She was like, sure. And I think Jay was hoping that the guy would eventually get lost. But instead, he spent 2 hours with them on Jay's first date with this girl, crying and sobbing and just talking about how his life was over because his relationship ended. And she hasn't talked to Jay since, except for telling him that it's not going to work out. All right, Jay, you ready to get her on the phone?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Maybe she just realized that relationships aren't worth it, and it's better to be single than put yourself through that heartache.
Or maybe she got his number instead of yours, and they've been seeing each other ever since. She felt bad for him.
That'd be a smooth move by that guy if he could get a date after crying for 2 hours.
That sounds like the greatest scheme ever. If he did that, I'd let him have her.
You actually commend him for it. All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Michelle, please?
This is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Brook and Jubal, like the radio show?
Yeah, just like that. How are you?
Well, I'm much better now. What are you guys doing calling me?
Nothing, just calling people that you listen to the show. That's cool. We're just calling to check in with people, see how they're doing.
It's part of our service.
Yeah, right.
I'm actually calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, God. Tell me this is not a freaking second date update.
I'd love to do that, but it is a second date update.
Oh, God.
And you recently went out with a guy named Jay.
Oh, my God. You're calling me about Jay?
Yes, I am. Jay emailed us and told us about your date. Said that it was really awkward because his coworker came along. And then after the date, he texted you like, hey, I'm sorry about that. We should try it again. And you texted him back that you weren't interested.
Yeah, that's... I can't believe that he told you all that.
Well, he obviously liked you a lot and wants to see you again. Yeah. So what's the reason that you told him it wouldn't possibly work?
Well, he told you how the friend came along, right?
Yes, he did. He said his coworker showed up and cried pretty much the whole time.
Yeah. Is that not enough?
So is that the only reason that you're not calling him back, because of his coworker?
No, the coworker cried the whole time, and to comfort him, he started saying horrible things about the girl. I mean, she wasn't even there to defend herself, and he's like, well, you know, she was kind of fat, so you can do better. I mean,
Wait,
wow.
while I was there.
He was trash-talking his coworker's ex?
Yes. He was like, oh, you can do better. I mean, she has a nice set of boobs, but that's all.
And he was saying this in front of you, and what were you doing?
I was like, yeah, I hope it gets better for you. There's more out there.
But can't you give him, I mean, you could throw him a bone on that one. It's not like you've never comforted a girlfriend by talking about what a loser her ex was.
Bro talk.
On a date?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Circumstances were bad.
I wouldn't say that in front of another girl. I'd be like, oh, dude, she's a waste.
Saying horrible, like she had man hands. You don't want her. I mean, and then the part where I was like, okay, I need to leave is when they started asking me for friends, because the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
So he was asking if you had any friends that his buddy could hook up
Hey,
with.
can you call somebody and get them here right away
Oh my God.
so that maybe he can sleep with someone?
Really?
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to see you later.
He actually asked you if you had a friend that would sleep with him.
Yes. And could I get them on the phone right now?
Oh my God.
That is.
What was your response to that?
I was horrified and disgusted, and I tried to extricate myself from the situation and said I need to leave.
Was there, like, anything enjoyable about the date?
I mean, it was funny on the outside. I'm glad I wasn't, emotionally involved at that point.
Did you ever for once think about a friend, you're like, oh, I bet you she'd do it, and then almost call them?
No.
No, not at all.
Can't even go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, I know that it sounds like you're a listener to the show, and I don't know how many second date updates you listen to, but maybe you forgot that Jay is actually on the other line listening right now.
No, I figured that was coming. I'm glad that he got to hear all that.
Oh, okay.